Yo, how's it going? So, a little bit of a different video today. It's gonna be like one of those reaction videos. Oh wow, cool reaction content. That's such an original piece of idea. I know it is. So I'm just waiting for like my internet to get back together because I was just doing homework, and for some reason the Wi-Fi just doesn't want to work. And if the first thing that comes to your mind is that how the hell did you upload this video onto YouTube without Wi-Fi? It's called having phone data. Metro by T-Mobile. Anyway, there's been this big news circulating around the world where there was like a huge heist that happened in France. It was like worth like $100 million of just like actual stolen goods from a museum in France, which is insane. So like actual like Ocean's 11 type crap, that's going on. Like I remember hearing this at school. They were talking about it. Like it was like a big thing that happened. So like, I got out Fox News here, the most trusted source of news on the media. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna react to it. Maybe there's more information I don't know about it because I haven't really dug deep into like what the heist is. I've only heard about it ever so, just like hearing about it. Like I never really dove into it. But let's see. Instead of reading it, I'm just watch a video because why read if you can watch videos, huh? Let's see Fox News.
It was like a scene out of a movie, a brazen daylight heist at one of the most famous museums in the world as thieves made off with priceless crown jewels from the Louvre in Paris on Sunday.
Napoleon's, I think, right?
Ty Pyro has the details. Good morning, Ty.
Good morning, guys. This is wild. This group of thieves making off with priceless Napoleon-era crown jewels, to Brian's point, from the Louvre, happened in just minutes. Police say four masked men are...
So before I watch, I want to like give like a quick reference because this is reminding me of not only Ocean's 11, but it's also reminding me of Assassin's Creed Unity. This is totally off topic. I'm just gonna talk about it because I like talking. This reminds me of that one museum mission where I used to like actually just like money grind, do like a money grind just to like grind money in Unity. And it reminds me like that mission where you have to like find the painting and all that, and you like basically you go into this museum, and I think it is this museum. I forgot what the name of the museum was in Assassin's Creed Unity, but I feel like this is the same museum that it is in there. I don't know. It's called It Belongs in the Museum mission, and yeah, I don't know. It just reminded me of that like immediately when I heard of it. But yeah, I don't know. It was cool.
Arriving around 9:30 in the morning, just a half hour after the famous Paris Museum opened, they began setting up a truck with a ladder and a basket at the south side of the building. Two of the thieves then rose up to a balcony near the famed Apollo Gallery.
The Olivia opens for the day. The thieves enter the Apollo via a basket. Oh, basket. I thought they used a basket to like get the freaking stuff. No, a basket lift. Okay, from a construction site. Thieves use a disc cutter to cut into the vitrines and steal the jewels for approximately 7 minutes. The thieves make their escape on scooters, and then police arrive at the scene and the museum is evacuated. All of that in 40 minutes is crazy. That's crazy.
Using disc cutters to break in. Heist only taken 7 minutes before the suspects escaped, fleeing on scooters. Officials described the break-in as highly professional, noting that no one was injured. The thieves made off with 8 pieces of the historic crown jewels, all of which are considered priceless, as many previously belonged to one of King Napoleon's wives in the 1800s. Some of the items stolen included the tiara of Empress Eugenie, which is fastened with 200 pearls, nearly 2,000 diamonds, as well as 900 rose-cut diamonds. Also stolen, the Empress's decorative bow, which holds over 2,000 diamonds and 190 rose-cut diamonds. And pieces from Napoleon's wedding collection.
Where were I heard that they never caught the thieves. So I'm thinking to myself, where were the cameras? Where is like the 500 million cameras just like absolutely like zooming in onto the museum? Like where are the cameras at? How did they identify the thieves? If those I'm going to imagine that places, specifically museums that have like it's like $1 billion worth of stuff in there, doesn't have that much cameras in it. Because I feel like if they had a lot of cameras in it, they would have caught them immediately. But I'm pretty sure if they wore masks, that's probably different. But I'm just saying, like, there should be more cameras. I'm just saying.
Also gone, including that necklace you see right there in your screen. with over 1,000 diamonds and 32 emeralds. Police still on the hunt for the 4 thieves, working on a theory that the heist was conducted by an organized crime group. This is out of a movie, guys. Back over to you.
I mean, what do you do with it? Who's going to buy it? Oh, okay. Thanks for the
I
That's a
heard this
great
morning-
question. Yeah. Ainsley, please continue.
Well, I heard on your show, I think it was Cheryl that said they might melt it down.
Because having a little bit of experience, not robbing anything myself, but knowing what you do with these stolen
You didn't have to say that, man. That's funny.
things, I know for a fact that in a very famous art heist, everybody thought they sold the art. You can't sell the art. They buried it and they destroyed it because ultimately it's gone. With this, to your point, Ainsley, and to the point Cheryl made, they melt it down, it goes away, they recut the diamonds, and then they sell it on the black market and they make a ton of money off of it.
Yeah, you just got to worry
I
about
was
this.
gonna say, like, I never understood the logic of like having like this very expensive object that's like worth like hundreds of millions of dollars, and then going to like a pawn shop and then just saying, "Here, man, here it is." It's like you just hold like the freaking Mona Lisa in your hands and you're just saying, "Here, man, can I sell the Mona Lisa to you?" And they're like, so like I never understood that like logic of that. So I guess, I mean, it is kind of smart to like melt it and then, you know, cut it and then, you know, like sell it somewhere that's not really legal and sell it illegally, like, which is what they're saying. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this isn't cool. It sucks. Don't do this. Never do heist. It's very dangerous. It's very bad. Don't do it. It's not good.
Security, one of those famous museums, if not the most famous in the world, and you know you have this type of material, and yet it's they're able to pull this off. Macron says the theft committed at the Louvre is an attack on the heritage we cherish because it's part of our history. I mean, France can't catch a break. Their government keeps collapsing, and now their Louvre gets robbed.
Thanks, Todd. They're not the biggest law and order place as well. I think this is clearly professionals when you have someone that can do it in 7 minutes and then no one gets harmed in the process. You're right, they're probably going to sell them on the day. They don't even have to cut it up for them to sell it on the black market. A lot of people in the black market will take it as is. Some foreign government.
Yeah, because it's the black market. They don't really care about what it is. They just care about if it's worth value or anything. Like if the freaking Declaration of Independence, you know, stolen by like the freaking guy from National Treasure, like if he was to sell it onto the black market, they wouldn't care that it's the Declaration of Independence. They don't really give a crap about what the item is or like what it is. The only thing they care about is how much is it worth, right? And that's the big reason why, you know, people who are like in the black market or like anything that's like to do with like illegal stuff, they really don't have, they don't care what it is, as long as the thing that they're gonna get is worth like millions of dollars. Then that's the only crap they think about. That does nothing, you know. Even if it's an important thing, they just won't care.
And we'll take it as is. That was probably on a ship within probably 10 hours, and it's probably in another country already.
It's crazy. It happened during daylight, 30 minutes after the museum opened yesterday, and visitors were inside at the time. The staff, they've been complaining about all the crowds and the thinning staff straining security.
Yeah, by the way, they'll allow...
There's a theory that I have where I think the reason why they did it in the day instead of the night is because I feel like they're able to like blend in with the crowd better. And when you rob something at night, I'm not like a freaking robber. Like I'm going off of like just pure logic. I'm going to imagine that like when a museum or like anything that holds like a lot of like valuable stuff at night, I have a feeling that security would be like 2 times better than it is in the daylight, because I don't think the people who work at the museum or the people who own the museum believes that somebody or a group of people, in this case, you know, would rob or like take, like give or take 7 things in broad daylight when there's a lot of people around, like even when the museum opens. So I'm going to imagine the reason why they did this is because maximum security can happen at night, because nobody is there to look at you. There's no guards. Well, I'm pretty sure there are guards, but not a lot of guards when compared to, when it's daylight, right? And I think that's probably the reason why they did it at daytime. Or maybe it's simple. They probably just want to blend in with the crowd, and maybe it wasn't like especially, I don't know. But there's a lot of things to digest in here, that can help, I guess, make reason of like why they did this and all that.
Parisian newspapers say police found 2 angle grinders, a blowtorch, gasoline, gloves, a walkie-talkie, a blanket, and a crown at the scene of the
That was Napoleon's wife's crown. They dropped it. And it was broken.
Oh my god. Joseph, I'm a big Napoleon guy. Like, I'm probably like people probably will I don't know how to say it. Like, they'll probably like mistake me for like freaking Napoleon's grandson, but like I love Napoleon. Like, Napoleon as a person, I take that back. Napoleon as a historical figure is something that I'm like very interested in. Like, I'm not a history guy, I'm a math guy. I love math. I die for math, but like Napoleon's history is super, super interesting. And like hearing that like these robbers or these group of people were like stealing, Napoleon's stuff, give or take, Josephine's freaking crown and dropping it, like, that is insane. But again, robbers don't care about this. The only thing they care about is one thing and one thing only: money.
A yellow vest used by the perpetrators to disguise themselves as workmen.
Huh.
So how long?
It's Hitman. They freaking disguise themselves as a work, but this literally is a video game. This is literally a heist video game, or even a heist movie. Like, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure these people. What's the chances that these guys watch like literally like every single Ocean's movie, including the new one, and like every single heist movie, freaking, what's that one called, like The Italian Job, or even National Treasure? What are the chances that they watch all those movies, they took some notes down and say, you know what, guys, let's go rob the freaking France Museum, the Louvre, you can say, let's get on, let's skedaddle on our little scooters, let's probably bring like a saw and a blowtorch, and maybe we can like, maybe we can steal some clothes from like a guard, and we can like blend in. Like, what are the chances that they did that? And like, what are the chances that those type of like heist movies gave ideas to this? Like, it's crazy. It is. Like, there's so many possibilities.
With the scouting, and also you wonder with the cameras, which we assume they have cameras, if you're scouting, you got to keep showing up over and over again. Who are these people showing up? But then again, if they're that good, they're wearing disguises as they show up.
Also, did they have help? I mean, they clearly knew the security protocol. I mean, you can case a scene, but being able to do something like that within 7 minutes, my immediate question is, who inside perhaps could have helped them, give them floor plans, all of that? That takes a while to come up with.
Yeah, because stealing like 8 stuff in the matter of like 7 minutes, like, this video is longer than 7 minutes. Like, that's how much time they had. Like, stealing all those stuff in a matter of like 7 minutes is way too fast and way too like suspicious to like maybe someone inside the museum, or like someone who works like in the security, or like someone who like I feel like this heist wasn't just done by those 4 groups of people. Maybe it's done, maybe they bribed someone into like giving them the floor plans of the museum, and maybe they probably helped them with getting the suit for the disguise. Like, those, everybody's suspicious. Like the people who work at the museum, the people who were in the museum, people who were maybe surrounding the museum, people who were probably like in the cars in the museum, or when around like 9:30 or like 9:15, people like cars that like left the museum, or like going away from the museum. Like, those, all them people are suspicious, and yeah, so it's a lot.
The value was not in the metals itself, but in what it was. So if you melt it down, that's kind of bizarre. I don't know. I'm Steve Ducey.
Yeah.
I'm Brian Kill.
That was that's crazy that we got a freaking heist type movie thing that just happened in France. Like, that's funny. It is. Like, I really do hope that the police of France will find the freaking people who did it, and even, I guess, the other people that they bribed that they bribed into giving them some sort of like help in the museum thing, because there's no way that like 4 groups of these robbers did this, you know, just completely blind without some sort of help from like if someone in the museum or like someone else at the museum, just whatever. Or unless these people are incredibly smart, because I feel like robbing a museum like this takes some like smart strategic things. It's crazy. It's just out of the league. So I really hope that, you know, the police will find the thieves, and hopefully they can bring back these Napoleonic jewels back, because it's crazy. But I want to make this video because I heard about this news a lot. You know, it happened yesterday, and it's crazy. Yeah, it's it's straight out of a movie, bro. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. How do you end